So this is what is the problem statement. And now you know how to solve it using same method. So what is your first step? Free body diagram. That's it. And we know that we don't have any horizontal reaction, so we'll go with the vertical only. So let's write here first step, free body diagram. So it will look like this, something like this. That is 6 again. This is 3. This is, let us call it VA, and this is V. So obtain the reactions by using principle of moments, sigma m equals to 0 about point A. So how do we do it? First load 15. This is 15. This is also 15. So again 15 into 3, that is negative because it is creating clockwise momentum. Minus 15 into 6 plus 3, 9 plus VC into 12. Practically the answer will be 15 and 15 by symmetry. But I didn't want to tell you, otherwise you could have not practiced it. So anyways, obtain the value. What will be the VC? 15, quite obviously. And VA. So both reactions are calculated. So now we are ready to start with our journey of the first. See, we require member force in all the members. Every member force we require. So always remember that you should start your analysis at the let me show you what I'm trying to tell you. Here, you can start with any joint. You are free at your end. There is no rule. I can start at joint B also. Yes. I can start at joint B, at joint E, joint E, anywhere I can start practically. But we have to start with the joint where only maximum 2 unknowns are possible. So that you can start getting the answers. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to get the answers. So let's start with joint A. So all of you draw the equilibrium condition at joint A. So let's take a fresh look. Joint A. What is the name of this force? You tell me. FAD. This is FAB. This is the reaction of 15 Newton, and this is joint. We also have this angle of 60 degree. So this gives me vertical, one horizontal, another horizontal, and one vertical. So this is 15. This is F. Don't copy, yeah? Please understand and then write. That will be helpful to you. Because without understanding, you should not copy it. Now please obtain one of the unknown forces which is easier for us, FAD. Let's take sigma V. So 15 is moving upward plus FAD sine theta is also moving upward. So it will be FAD equals to negative 15 upon sine 60. So that you can probably obtain. Yes, 17.32. Is it okay, everyone? And negative indicates what? Compression. Right? In a member, it is compression. All right, so let's go to the another force which is unknown, FAB. So let's write down sigma H equals to 0 here. So FAD cos theta plus FAB equals to 0. So that means we have FAD, that is minus 17.32 cos 60 plus FAB equals to 0. So that means again, can I have FAB now? Yes, 8.6. 8.6 Newton. It is positive, negative. Check your sign convention. That's it. Because negative goes on the other side, so it becomes positive. This one. So that negative becomes positive. So it's all about sign convention. You have to remember always that you are correct in sign convention. Now, having said this, now we have obtained two member forces. Okay. So how we go about next? Let us find the joint which are having comparatively less number of. So should we go particularly having less number? We find the we repeat the same process at joint C. So I don't need to tell you how to do it. Now you are done with that. So you do it. You are confident now. So I shall be taking a liberty of giving it you completely in your work. You take it like this. We have one reaction that is 15 Newton. This is joint C, F, C, E, and this is F, C, B. So please find the things, you know the method, you know the in and out about this. I will help you with the free body diagram. It's very simple, I think. Nothing difficult about it. F, C, E. F, C, E, sine theta. F, C, E, cos theta. Then we have one more force, FCB in vertical direction, and finally we have 15 Newton. So now you use sigma V equals to 0. So that is your FCE sine theta sine 60 plus 15 equals to 0. Is it okay? (17.32). Same, right? Earlier we have also calculated 17.32 Newton. So it is symmetrical. Entire structure is symmetrical about y-axis. So all loads are same, all the dimensions are same. So that is why the forces are same. So needless to add the calculation for FCB. Can we write the same answer? By means of symmetry. But this is a practice. So let's write down. Let's calculate. Yes, sigma h equals to 0. So FCB plus, FCB minus negative FCE cos theta. Is it okay? There are two forces only. Out of that FCB we have, FCE we have. So FCB minus 17.32 cos 60 equals to 0. So it will give me, where is the cursor? 8 point. The earlier answer. Tension. Is it fine? Done? Matching with your answers. Now let's come to the central point. Or we may go up to any of the other joints. We may go here, joint D, we may go up to joint E also. Now how to select between the joints? Now always remember, wherever the minimum number of unknowns are there you should go first. So let's try with joint D. Let's try. If it is not solvable, we'll go to the another joint. Don't worry. It's a triangle error. Right? Okay. Once you are practicing more and more with this kind of numericals, then only you will be more confident about it. This is your first interaction, so don't worry about it. How to decide the joint? Don't worry. Don't take it hard. Okay. Let's go to joint D and let's repeat all the process. I need to remove all this, erase all this. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's taking time, little more time. It's not removing also. So I just wanted to show you quickly how to do it. I'll go back with this is your joint D. This is your joint D. I will assume all members are in tension. That's all. So F D E, F D B, and this is F D A. Yes. Please. I'm finishing within 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So what you will do? Tell me now. We cannot analyze right now, but what you will do? How will you solve? By discussion, can you tell me what you will do the next? We have two inclined forces. Which are the inclined forces? FDA and FDB. These two are the inclined forces. So I will divide them in components, vertical and horizontal. then my job is half done. Apply sigma v, sigma h, that's all. Because most of the forces are known to you, like force dA is known to you. Yes or no? Force AD, that is force dA, right? So by using this, you can definitely find out the forces. Okay, you try it at your end. Otherwise, we will continue from this step and we'll carry on with the calculation. Don't worry, it's a first interaction, so I will tell you everything in detail. But then onwards, I will give you the practice. So you have to practice it also, right? I'm stopping here today, but I'll try to make it more interesting, either from my office or coming over here. If you are less in numbers, I may call you upon at downstairs also. Let's see. So in our official lecture, we'll meet once again. Right? You give me your numbers. D2, D2. First, give me D2, D numbers. 2 and then 10. Okay. 11, 12, 1, 3, 1, 4. Okay. That's all from D to D. Now, please, you tell me your numbers, regular numbers. 24. Yes. 25. 35. 29. 29. Okay. 37. 35. So I have 4 numbers: 24, 35, 35, 29, and 37. Good. So we'll meet in the next class. Hope you, I can't hope, but I assume that you may have enjoyed this because of this limitation and all. I really missing this one, but time will come when we'll be starting our original class, where I used to bring the trusses in the class and then I used to explain everything. So that was somehow, if possible, next time I have some models to provide. I'll try to do it. I'm not sure, but I will try. Okay, thanks for patiently.